Hey everyone, I'm Don Purdom at UnveilTheWeb.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I want to share 5 questions with you that will literally transform your content marketing overnight. So let me ask you a question. Why are so many businesses struggling with their content marketing? Is it because of the technology or is it because of something else? Well, I'm going to go with the premise that it's something else, and here's why. All the technology in the world isn't going to help you if your message is off. All the technology in the world is not going to help you if you are unable to resonate with your audience, because we have gotten into the habit of mass marketing to the degree that we only talk about ourselves or our products or our services, and we position ourselves on price. Or we position ourselves to talk to the wrong audience who's not able, willing, or ready to buy from us. And so what we're doing is we're focusing so much on websites, and we're so on our social media and on blogging and video and podcasting, and maybe you're doing some of those things or none of those things, but I almost guarantee you have a website at a bare minimum, and it probably is talking to the wrong audience about the wrong things. So too many of us are getting the cart ahead of the horse. We haven't done the foundation in our business yet to really figure out and grapple with, what business am I really in? Why would someone buy from me? Why would they care to buy from me? How are they thinking and feeling, and what are they going through? So these are the things today, the foundational things that we're going to talk about in your business through 5 questions that will help you get to the root of solving the problem of gaining clarity and more customers. So are you ready? Are you ready to go with me to this place? Because this is the key to successful marketing. All that how-to stuff isn't going to matter if you don't have clarity. All of those articles you're reading about Twitter, all of the studies that you're doing around websites and website traffic, and all of that great stuff is not going to matter if people don't resonate with you when they get to you. So what does your content marketing have to accomplish to be successful? It has to do 2 things according to Tony Jerry. It has to be clear and it has to be focused. I just love this formula. Clarity plus focus equals execution. Today we're going to focus in the arena of clarity, of being really clear around your business and what your business is and who your business serves and why your business serves them. Because until you get that out of the way, you can't focus, because focus is where your how-to stuff is. This is where your strategies are at, your goals, your objectives, and that leads you down the road to execution. But you're not ready for execution yet, and the proof is that no one's visiting your website, no one's calling, no one's emailing, no one's filling out the forms, no one's engaging with you on social media. The proof is in the pudding that the execution isn't there, because it all starts with clarity. And when you get really clear, then the focus comes into play. So let's talk about clarity a little bit today. The first question around gaining clarity: what are the tangible values that you provide through your products or services? So let's answer the question, what's a tangible value? So a tangible value for a product, meaning this is something that someone can see, touch, taste, or smell. They can use their senses. They can bring it home with them, or they can do something with it, right? A tangible value for a product is how does what someone sees, touches, smells, tastes, or hears, when combined with an experience, make the prospect feel. A tangible value for a service. We all know a service, that means you don't have a product that you're selling a service, is how does the experience leave them feeling about you because you solved a problem or you met a need. So a tangible value. Let's put our head around that for just a second. I've got a client right now that's starting a youth expo. And this youth expo, the whole purpose of it is to help raise funds and teach youth sports leagues how to raise money in a way that's actually helpful to them and beneficial to them. You know, the days of selling popcorn and all of the little candles and trinkets and stuff to all your family and neighbors and friends, and it wears everyone out and everybody knows it's coming and they hate it, right? And in the end, it's a lot of work for very little money. Here's the thing. What if we could create a sports expo that raises money for these youth leagues? But the key is the youth leagues have to get involved with it, right? So what would a tangible value be for Youth Sports Expo? It could be that a tangible value is that a parent is left feeling excited and encouraged that little Johnny, for the first time, is going to be able to play sports because they could never afford to pull out the checkbook and write that $400 check for Johnny to play football. But that's what Johnny wants to do, and he loves playing backyard football, and he loves playing on the playground, and he's always wanted to play sports, but now he can't because he doesn't have the money. How does that parent feel when somebody steps up to the plate and says, you know what, we believe in Johnny, we think Johnny should be given the opportunity to play. Here's a sponsorship, he's completely covered. That's a tangible value. That feeling that they get from that feeling of joy and excitement and happiness that my kid gets to do what they love, that's a tangible value. Question 2, what problems do you specifically solve for each specific tangible value? So each value has a problem that's being solved through it. Now, you may be sitting here saying, well, I don't solve any problems in my business. Yes, you do. You have a business because somebody needs you for some reason. You do solve problems. So you have to really figure out very concisely the specific individual problem that each tangible value has. And so when you can do that, now all of a sudden you're looking at a tangible value of raising money for a youth sports league. There might be 50 problems that are associated with that one tangible value. And all you have to do is think through it, or go out and talk to some people and ask them, what problem do I solve, or what do you think that I do for you through my business? Ask your customers and your clients. They'll tell you. But if you sit back and think about it, you don't even necessarily need them to know that you are solving problems for people and what the problems are that people are going through and why they would buy you. And when you do that, all of a sudden your whole business starts to open up on a content side, because you're sitting there going, oh my gosh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, 50. There's 100 blog articles. You do one blog article a week, you got it covered for all 52 weeks of the year. And the more you start engaging with people where they're at, the more problems they will tell you they actually experience or have. And now they're giving you ideas of how to market to people through sharing with them the problems that you solve for them. But here's the key. It's never about you. It's always about them. Question 3. Who are you specifically solving the problems for? See, you might be solving a specific problem, but now you have to attach who am I solving it for? And very specifically, I'm solving the problem for a single mom who's working 3 jobs, who wants her kid to play sports, but they just don't have the money. Right? Notice how specific that is. Single mom, working 3 jobs, has no money. Very specific. Now, the neat thing is that if you've got family members and other people that start seeing this content flowing through comments and social media and all these other platforms, you're going to open yourself up to a whole nother world, because you're talking about one problem for one person. You're not trying to do a whole bunch of things in one piece of content for everybody, or even a few people. One person, one problem. Question 4. How are your products or services a part of a solution? Now, this is really important because you're not the solution, and your products or your service is not the solution yet. You are not the solution until the prospect has defined that you're the solution and they buy you. You are just one of many options for them. So it's up to you to define for them and create the reason why they should buy from you so that you become their solution. But until that happens, you're just a solution. So if you're solving a specific problem for a specific person, now you can think through, how is my product or service a part of a solution for them, and give them the reason to buy from you. And then the last question, and this is the most important one. What business are you really in? See, this is a mindset question. This is the question that changes the whole game. What business are you really in? See, I'm not in the business of helping you with your marketing and your messaging. That's not the business I'm in. If you were to stop and ask me right now, Don, tell me, what do you do? And all I said is, I help businesses discover their message so that they can earn more prospects and customers. Well, what if you don't think you need that? And you really do. But that message doesn't resonate with you because you don't think that's what your problem is. You think the problem is your technology, not your message. That's not going to help you, is it? But what if I come back around and say, I'm in the business of giving people clarity so that they can take advantage of the technology that they use to increase the amount of people that they reach who are able, ready, and willing to buy today? That's a whole different question, isn't it? That's a whole different concept of what business I'm really in. And here's the neat thing about this question, because you've done the other 4 questions, it can morph and change to your audience. Because you do more than just one thing. So if you're learning about who the person is that you're talking to, now you know how to answer the question when they ask you sitting next to you on the plane or in the taxi or wherever you're at. When that question comes up, so tell me, what do you do? You know how to answer the question. It's powerful. See, your content isn't working because you're all over the board and you don't have the clarity around the foundational things that make your business. And then you're stuck just talking about who you are, what you do, and what you sell at a certain price. And the truth of it is, people don't care. They don't care what you do until they understand what you do as it relates to what they're experiencing in their life. And how what you do can either make a difference in their lives or make their lives better or solve a significant problem for them. That gives people a reason to open up their checkbook. But just telling them what you do, that doesn't do anything. And when you can look at all the common themes, all the common problems that you solve, then you can come up with one common statement that allows people to understand you. So, in summary, 5 questions right here that's going to transform your content marketing overnight. What are the tangible values that you provide through your products or services? What problems do you solve for each specific tangible value? Who are you specifically solving the problems for? How are your products or services a part of a solution? And what business are you really in? Answer those 5 questions and you'll gain clarity. Now there's a trap here. The trap is that many of you think you can do this on your own, and I'm going to guarantee that you cannot, because you only know what you know today. You only can think inside the box that you are in. You will need somebody else to come around you and help expose answers to these questions who know how to do that. So if you're looking for the answers to those questions, I'd love the opportunity to work with you. You can jump on unveiltheweb.com, go to that contact page and message me. Say, I saw that slideshow and I heard what you're saying about those 5 questions, Don, and I need and I want help. I'll give you a free 60-minute consultation if that's what you want. No problem. But I want to make sure that you've got clarity around your business, because if you do, then the technology will work for you. But if you don't, then the technology is just going to expose that you don't really understand your customers. You don't really understand your products or your services. You don't really understand your prospects and your customers. All you're interested in doing is selling people. And folks, no one wants to be sold, but we all love to buy. Give us a reason to buy. So in summary, great content marketing happens at the foundational level. If you ignore it and you don't give anyone a real reason to read your blog, watch your videos, or listen to your podcast, engage with you through comments and build social validation through your blog or your social media, if you don't give them a real reason to share your articles, podcasts, or videos, and you don't give them a real reason to buy from you, then guess what? All you are today is all you're ever going to be. No matter how much you change the technology, your message won't change. And the real problem is not the technology, it's your message. So again, I'm Don Purdom. I want to thank you so much for listening in today, for going through the slideshow with me. Again, reach out to me if you feel that I can help you make a difference in your business by giving you clarity so that then you can focus and execute.